Anonymous Watch Guy here with an overview video. Quick wrist check. We're in the bronze William Wood Valiant that I unboxed on the channel a couple days ago. Really awesome watch. Stay tuned for a full review on that one. Today I have in on loan from Mr. Random Rob. This watch is on tour in his private Discord group. This is the Canopy Wake One. Canopy is a newer micro brand started by a couple watch enthusiasts. And you can really tell with the attention to detail they put in this watch. This is the silver version. There is also a black DLC version, and this is the launch edition. These launch editions are limited to 250 pieces. They are numbered. If they do well, they plan on making some more, I believe, but those won't be a numbered limited edition. These are 39 millimeters. You have a 46 millimeter lug tip to lug tip. 20 millimeter lug opening, tapers down to 18 millimeters at the clasp. These are 12.8 millimeters thick. You do have a screw down crown there at the 3 o'clock position that also has a forged carbon insert like the bezel. And it is signed with the Canopy logo. Gives you 200 meters water resistance. You do have a domed sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. Really nice looking crystal there. Gives you a really nice shot of that textured dial. This is running the Sellita SW200-1. So 41 hours power reserve on that. Your tried and true tested Swiss movement. You do get a Swiss movement in this one. So really nice looking watch that also does have C1 Super Luminova as well. So some pretty nice specs on this one. And you've got this very interesting forged carbon bezel insert. That is a really cool look. I definitely like that one a lot. Get a closer look at that dial there. Again, you've got a textured, kind of a sand textured dial there. Really like the look of that. You've got your Canopy logo printed on just beneath the 12 o'clock position. You've got Wake One in 20 ATM, your 200 meter water resistance there above the 6. You do have a framed date window there at the 6 o'clock position as well. And the date wheel is blacked out. I definitely like the use of black and white on this one. It's very legible, easy to read at a glance. You've got your stark white minute track printed around the outside there. You do have applied indices, and it looks like they are DLC coded, as well as the handset, kind of a sword style handset. You've got your black seconds hand as well with a red arrow tip. Really good legibility, easy to read at a glance. Definitely like the overall look of the watch, the overall design and layout of the dial. I think it is a really nice looking watch. Definitely like the look of that forged carbon bezel as well. You've got a really nice thick bezel, easy to grip, coin edging on the bezel. You've got a 120 click unidirectional bezel. Bezel action is pretty solid. There's no back play or any kind of play at all on this bezel, and it lines up nice and easy there. So really good bezel action on this one. Solid finishing on the watch overall as well. You've got a high polished sides of the case there. Kind of a slab style side case there. Kind of reminds me of a Tudor Black Bay a little bit with that high polished slab side and no crown guards. Got a polished bevel there on the side of the case and some brushing on top of your lugs there. But a nicely finished watch. Again, there's a shot of the other side, high polish. This watch has been out among several people, so there might be a few marks on the watch, as this one is not brand new. This one has been worn, but a very nicely finished watch, very nice looking watch. Definitely like the overall look of the watch. The bracelet is pretty solid as well. You've got some brushed and polished features on the bracelet that give you a nice light play on the bracelet there. The outer links are all high polish. Your center link is brushed, and there's some high polish on the inner part of those center links It is sized with screw links. And as part of the kit, I don't have the presentation box for the watch, but as part of the kit, you do get a Canopy branded spring bar tool and a screwdriver to size the bracelet. So that's very nice, and those feel like they're definitely quality tools. Again, 20 millimeters at your lugs, tapers to 18 on your bracelet. You do have a Canopy side clasp that has on-the-fly micro adjustment. Really like this style clasp and this style micro adjust. I had it pulled out a little bit because I believe Mr. Random Rob had this one sized for his wrist, and my wrist is just a little bit bigger. Double trigger release on your clasp here, all milled out. And you can see you do have a sapphire crystal on the exhibition case back there, giving you a good shot of that Sellita SW200-1 movement. And you also have the blacked out custom Canopy branded rotor there on that movement. Looks really nice. And a spec sheet rolling around the back there. It is screwed down back. This one is number 137 of 250. Again, these launch editions are numbered, so that's pretty cool. Canopy Watch Company, and again, some spec sheets around the back. So a really nicely finished watch, a really nice looking watch. Again, very legible. I really like that textured black dial and the applied indices that are DLC coded. Really, really nice looking watch. Cool. Don't see many forged carbon fiber bezel inserts. That's something that's unique as well. Definitely like the look of the watch. It comes in a really nice presentation box too. Again, I don't have that with me. But these are still available on the Canopy website. They are $849 US. And I think that is a reasonable price for the package that you get with this watch. A nicely finished watch, Swiss movement. Definitely feels like a quality piece in hand. If I had to do any drawback, I would say maybe the bracelet is comfortable, but it feels a little, I don't know, there are maybe some sharp edges on the bracelet a little bit, but it's comfortable to wear, feels nice on the wrist. On your 20 millimeter lug opening, you can always swap it out for something else if you're not a fan of the bracelet. But very nice looking watch, really good grip on that large coin edging there on your bezel. But I am a fan of this one. I think they really paid some attention to detail on this watch, and I think it is a winner. So let's take a look at the lume on the watch, and then we'll take a look at what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. Here's the lume on the watch. You can see we've got our C1 Super Luminova, so we've got a nice green glow there. The bezel is lumed as well as your applied indices and your handset. It is not the greatest lume I've ever seen, but it does a pretty nice job. So good job, Canopy, on the lume. And let's see what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. You can see it wears very nicely. Bracelet looks really good. You got some nice light play there on the bracelet. Watch wears very comfortably. There's your down the barrel shot. 46 millimeters lug to lug, so it's going to work on wrists smaller than mine. Very nicely finished, really good looking watch, good wrist presence on wrist. Again, definitely like the overall look and design of the watch. Bezel's really easy to use, crown really easy to use, like that forged carbon insert in the bezel. Really like that dial. Maybe the lume isn't the greatest lume in the world, but it's okay. But a nice looking watch from Canopy, the Wake One. These are still available on the Canopy website, so if you're interested in purchasing one, I'll leave a link in the description of the video to Canopy. If you liked the video, give me a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.